All right, YouTube. Hello. It's been a little while. School is going to be here very, very soon, so I'll be able to start being more consistent. So bear with me. All right, and we know the drill. It's a new camera, the way we have it faced. You either see me or you see the cards. I'll do my best to kind of remember, but when I get into it, sometimes I get really, really super focused. So I got to try to remember to make sure that you see the cards. All right, do my best. Anyway, what do we got? Four of Wands. You got the star underneath the bottom of the deck. Wow. What do we got here? Let's clarify this because I'm very, very curious. Ooh, the Hermit. What's going on with this Hermit? There is somebody very, very happy about something that they just, it's like a newfound gift, newfound hobby, newfound something. Something that's very, very wonderful. It was only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time. So when you're actually a really, really good person, you're kind of staying true to yourself. It's only a matter of time before something actually does come in. We go through these moments where we're just always taking all this crap, you know, we're always surrounded by all these negative people. But, you know, eventually what you do put out does come back. Sometimes it's hard to kind of sift through it. It takes somebody to actually notice it too. Sometimes we don't notice the good stuff. Or it's just so small that we take it for granted. However, this feels pretty big. Okay, this feels pretty nice. All right. Let's keep going. It's like somebody's finding their home. Somebody's finding their happy place. Somebody's finding where they belong. It's almost like a fish out of water. You feel like that for a very long time, and all of a sudden you start to put it together. It's like relief. All right. Four of Swords. Somebody finding what is. Why was I going to say that? I was going to say what makes them perfect. I don't know why I was going to say that. So it's like somebody's going to be at, like, you know, we have this Two of Wands here. They're going to be at a crossroads as to whatever it is that they're going to want to keep and what they're going to want to let go. It's a choice. Life is constantly changing. You have to roll with the punches. There's always going to be something. And whenever something comes in, especially if it's something that you want it, whenever something comes in, chances are something's going to have to move. I'm seeing like a game, a child's game. What is that game? It's not Duck, Duck, Goose. What am I seeing? I'm seeing it's like a game. It's a child's game, but I'm like, it's like elementary school. I'm seeing it. Where like another child comes in and then you have to kind of move down. Is that a game? I'm seeing it. I can't think of what it is, but it reminds me of Duck, Duck, Goose, but it's not because that takes one away. Well, could be kind of like, it's kind of the same concept, but it's like moving something in. It's almost like the opposite. So somebody has to come in, and whenever somebody comes into a certain position, they have to scoot down to make room. Okay? And what happens is something kind of gets pushed off. And that's what that is. So in order to make room, something's going to have to go. Something's going to have to move. If anyone knows what I'm talking about, whatever that child's game is, because I'm actually seeing it. I don't know if I even played it when I was a kid, but I'm seeing it. Anyway. Or maybe I'm just making it up. I don't know. Something's coming in. I don't know. High Priestess. All right, so, what are you going to invest in? Four of Pentacles. Queen of Swords. It's exactly what it is. So you may not be very happy about it, but the end result, believe it or not, is going to get you where it is that you want to be. So it's almost like seeing certain things. It's just kind of like how life goes. It's just how life goes. So if you're seeing something, or let's say you wanted something, chances are, I mean, it could be your best friend. It can be something. Somebody could be moving houses. Somebody could be moving out, moving houses. Okay? Yeah. So we can't do anything in the universe. We can't do anything. We can never get anything unless we get rid of something. Life is a constant sacrifice. It's constant. It's constant. To bring in something new, chances are something has to be released or relinquished. Take notice to it. However minute, it's always something. And to introduce something new in, even if you wish for it, chances are there's something that you're going to have to let go of. So with this, let's say we did have that that high priestess, and we got this hermit here. Let's say, example, let's say there's a new gift, a psychic ability, or some sort of a spiritual gift. Let's say it's that. What are you willing to give up to get that? Chances are, now I know that there's lots of people that would argue the fact that, oh, there's lots of people that eat meat and drink alcohol and smoke cigarettes that, have psychic gifts. Yeah, but imagine how much clearer, how much more perfect and fine-tuned that would be. And how much more on the right side of the tracks that person would be giving, I'm getting the word divination, giving wholesome, pure information and connection. There's no connection to anything negative because those things are negative. They're actually addictions of the flesh. So think of it that way. If you want a clearer connection, conscience, chances are you might have to give up something that the flesh desires. Okay? That addiction, whatever that is. It could be cussing, sex. I'm not going to say that, But if you're like indiscreet, if you're not careful and cautious about who you lay down with, it's depending on the vibration of the person. That's kind of weird for me to say it in the same sentence, but anyway. But think of it that way. Somebody who is doing bad stuff and you're pure light, you're probably going to be rubbing off. That's probably going to, some of that energy from that person is going to be rubbing off on you. So we can include sex in that, if it's indiscreet. Okay? If that's the right word to even use. I keep getting indiscriminate or indiscreet. I keep getting something like that. But, if you want a clearer connection, chances are you're going to have to give up, alcohol, fun, certain things. You're going to, have to give up certain people in your life. People aren't going to understand it. You're going to be able to start to read people, and you're not going to really like the people that you see that are around you. So it could be something like that. Think of it that way. I mean, I could go on with lots of different examples, but that was the best example that came to mind. Okay? All right? Now, let's say there's a problem in your building. Let's say you live at, let's say you have a house, and you have problems with your neighbor all the time. You might be moving houses, Maybe you can't stand where you live. Maybe there's like problems with neighbors, and no one does anything. Let's say it's something like that. Let's say it's, something is just not working out where you live. Maybe you like where you live, but you don't want to, but maybe you have to leave it. It's maybe a decision that you have to make, So are you willing to relinquish that to kind of move to a different area? Maybe you'll like it better. Maybe you'll get exactly whatever it is that you want. Okay? We don't gain anything without losing something. All right? Nine of Swords. There we go. I got somebody who could be very, very stubborn, and they don't want to hear anything. Ironically, somebody could be having headaches or something like that. It's like somebody doesn't want to hear something. That's what it is. I also have something about, there's someone here who maybe they've been needing to take action on something for some time and they haven't been doing it. Maybe somebody's been telling them, hey, you need to do this, or maybe it's a good idea to do this. And they're just like, oh, yeah, okay, yeah, I'll do that, yeah. And they don't do it. This could have been something that's been going on for quite some time. Whoever this person is, yeah, there's somebody here. So, the story is starting to take a little turn. It's taking a turn. It's making sense. It's coming together. You have someone that's of virtue. Okay. And it could be that they're in a position to kind of do something or to take some certain action that they don't necessarily want to take. If you are gifted or you are spiritual, sometimes we get put into situations that we don't want to be in, but it's in order for us to kind of figure out how to work it out so that we can help others through our experience. I go through that a lot. I get put in awkward situations all the time to figure out how to get my way out of it. Sometimes it is what it is. But, that's what makes us wise. So if you find yourself in some pretty sticky situations, uncomfortable situations, where you have to be the one, you have to be the tower moment, you have to be the moldavite. As I say that about myself all the time. I'm a human moldavite. I'm a walking tower moment. Sometimes we don't like it, so we have to figure our way out of that situation. Sometimes you're the one that kind of brings the hammer of doom to another person. Okay? So, there could be someone here that's a very good virtue. They mean well. They're kind. They're always willing to lend a hand. They could be having, this could be something about a spiritual upgrade or spiritual gifts. And for that to happen, something could have to leave. There may be something that needs to leave. Whatever that is. It could be another person. Be another person, in your life. It could be a number of different things. Like we discussed. Could be distinctions. Could be, addictions. Or it could be a person. It can be an energy, a codependency. Or simply just surrounding yourself in a situation out of need or necessity. We need a roof over our head. We need a roof over our head. We need a job. This material world runs on money. We can't go anywhere or do anything without it. So I'm not one of those spiritual people that says, tell somebody they have to move, they have to move, they have to do this, they have to do that. I get it. I completely get it. Sometimes you can't just be thrown out on the street eating out of a garbage can. Sometimes we have to figure out situations, and it's not, the universe doesn't understand that, here we're on a time limit. And the universe wants you to kind of move. Sometimes you just got to move. I guess you cross that bridge when you come to it. Somebody could be right at the foot of that bridge. When the universe might be like, it's time. It's time to take this action, or we're going to kind of push you over. We're going to push you onto the bridge to force you to cross it, even if you're not ready. I get it. What are you going to do? I guess you cross that bridge when you come to it. You could be coming to it. So, somebody's dealing with another person who, doesn't want to hear something. They don't want to do anything. They don't want to change. They don't want to do anything. Whoever this person is, they're under some serious judgment. You got judgment and justice right next to each other. That's a difficult combination. You also have the Seven of Wands here at the bottom of the deck. You got this Page of Swords, and you also have the Strength. Okay? There is somebody so severely, bullheaded, stubborn. They're refusing to budge, to do anything about their situation. There's not a tower yet, but There definitely could be one coming. There definitely could be one coming. All right. Somebody could be put themselves in a situation and they're going to have a hard time getting out of it. Okay. I keep getting they don't want to hear it. You know, you ever get in one of those situations where you talk to somebody and they want help, or they want, maybe they want you to do something for them, and you try to assist them. You'd be like, hey, maybe you should do this, and they're like, yeah, okay. And they don't do anything. They just want you to do it. It could be a person like that somebody's dealing with. All right. And there could be somebody that's, very, very spiritual that may be dealing with somebody like that. Okay. You have that. I keep definitely getting something about a move. Somebody could be definitely moving. All right. I guess we'll take it in reverse. Empress in reverse. Nine of Wands in reverse. Yeah. Yeah. I'm kind of getting a little bit of that energy from I had last week. There's that Five of Cups again. I tried to ignore that a little while ago, but there it is. I tried to ignore it. They wanted me to see it. And it was the underlying issue a little while ago. Probably if I rewind it, I'll probably see it. There is someone here that is ultra lazy. They're ultra lazy. And, they probably do have some kind of wounding. They probably are sick in some sort of way. Okay? You do have that. Unfortunately, this person doesn't want to do anything. It's almost like they gave up. It is what it is. Sometimes people get so trapped down that rabbit hole that it's just part of their identity. They don't even know. This is just how their life is. So they have to scheme and scam to kind of get people to do things for them. I feel like this person probably has some serious problems. I get it. It's difficult. It's difficult sometimes, but I feel there's more that this person is stubborn than anything. And the thing is, with whoever this person is, there's a lot of people that are against this person, believe it or not. Believe it or not. There's probably a lot of people that maybe have probably tried to do the same thing. So they just kind of like go through life. They go through life finding a new person here and there. That's what this is. So if you're wondering, and I know it sounds bad because, sometimes many of us, well, some of us, when, especially spiritual people, some of us, we have to leave people behind for a number of different reasons. Doesn't mean that all people are bad. Sometimes I've had to leave people behind because of people that they were in relationship with or associated with. And I can't stand to see them, being taken advantage of or being hurt. Or some people I just simply leave behind because we're not really on the same frequency and I have different goals. I can't continue to be, a certain way to make other people happy. I got to make me happy. So I have to go after whatever it is that I feel like I'm called to do. And I can't be stuck in that energy. It's not that they're bad people. We're just no longer on the same frequency. We're not vibing anymore. Okay? So it's not always that sometimes that we're alone and that it's because of bad circumstances. There are people that, I just don't really resonate with. I'll just put it that way in a nice way. That I've had to kind of like, pull my energy away from. I'm pretty certain people probably felt the same way about me. I'm realistic. I'm not going to be like, I'm realistic. That's just a fact. It is what it is. Whoever this person is, there's a lot of people that don't want to deal with them. They don't want to deal with them. And this person does not want to hear it. I feel like this person's heard it from so many different people. They don't care. They don't effing care. They don't. They're just going to be the way that they are. And that's it. They'll always find somebody else. That's the problem with the world. There's a lot of really, really good people out there that really do want to help other people. And we're the ones that get taken advantage of. So there's always going to be an empath out there. There's always going to be. People always like to say, Oh, you'll never find anyone like me. That's not true. There's always somebody else. There's almost 8 billion people on the planet. There's always somebody else. That's a fact. So, anyway. It's that Knight of Pentacles. It's a Priestess again. I had that Queen under the deck again. Whew. 3 of Swords reverse. What is this? 8 of Wands in reverse. 3 of Swords in reverse and 8 of Wands in reverse. I mean, it sounds bad, but it's like somebody's health could be declining too. It could be because of some sort of laziness or something like that, or something that they're not doing. You know, sometimes we wish sickness on ourselves. Sometimes we do that. Let's say we're faking, you know, to get, you know, attention or get somebody to do something for us. Let's say we're faking and say, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that. Well, it's just the same thing as affirmations. You know, oh, I'm sick. If you're playing sick, if you're faking sick, that's a wish or a spell that you're casting to the universe. And that can be what somebody's doing. Believe it or not, they're wishing themselves sick. They're wishing themselves ill. They're pretending to be sick. I'm not saying that they're, you know, that they're not sick. They probably are. But they probably could be making it worse than it is. Or saying that it's worse than it is. And it's actually manifesting. It's manifesting for this person. You got this 8 of Wands in reverse. For me, I keep getting a lot of laziness. I keep getting that. I know we're all tired. We're all susceptible to this energy. It is what it is. But I feel like that's a habit of this person. It is a complete habit of this person. They want sympathy. They want sympathy. And they want people to do things for them because they're very lazy. That's all this is. That's what this is. And they're wishing themselves sick. They're literally wishing themselves sick. All right? There's nothing that you can really do. Nothing that you can really do. Only thing I can say is don't worry about it. I don't feel like you need to really do anything. You don't really need to do anything. You know, just be honest, be forthcoming. You know, you might have to do what you got to do. If you're whoever you are, if you're in that position where, you know, you could be getting like some sort of spiritual upgrade, you know, something. And this could be something. This could be one of those tests that you have to pass. It's just kind of a way that we say it. You know, so it's just a way that I like to say it. You know, not that that's technically what it is, but that's how I like to visualize it or see it. So, somebody could be dealing with another person. They're just irresponsible. They could even try to do something to blame it on you, to turn it back onto you. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. It's just not. In fact, it's going to bring in divine intervention. You know, because somebody's actually working out of integrity where the other person isn't. Okay? So, that's what I got. There's that 5 of Cups again. It's the third time. It's the third time. Somebody's going to not like the outcome that they're bringing to themselves. I'm just going to leave it at that. All right? Subscribe to the channel, hit the thumbs up, and hit the notification bell so you know every time I upload a new video. That's pretty much it. If you want to book a private reading, contact me through email, becomethestar1111@gmail.com, or you can DM me through Instagram, becomethestar, all lowercase, all one word. That's it. No backup accounts. Other than that, have a good one. And I'll see you this weekend.